Okay, this is the recreation of the Battle of Watling Street in 61 AD. So the background of this battle is that a warrior queen named Boudica um, led an uprising in the British Isles against the Roman Empire that had occupied the islands for some time now. So this is Boudica. It is reported that she was actually flogged and her daughters were raped, and that's why she started the rebellion. But other reports state that they started the rebellion because some Roman merchants were calling in their loans. So Boudica was able to rally a couple of different tribes around um, her homeland. So her tribe is the Iceni, and then she got some neighboring tribes to join her. She had about 20,000 men, 20 to 30,000, that's estimated, against about 2,000 Romans. The commander of the Romans is Suetonius, Gaius Suetonius Paulinus. And he took over because the original governor retreated to Gaul. Okay, the battle was pretty straightforward. The Romans formed wedge formations, and then they had two small cavalry units on either flank. That's the two cavalry that I have on the side there. And then the barbarians under Boudica, they had their chariots in the front, and then just a rabble of miscellaneous soldiers and barbarians in their ranks. And then they were in the rear, they had a baggage train, which was very important in the battle. So what happened is, it's a very straightforward battle, is that Boudica and the chariots pretty much charged forward, and the Romans in their wedge formation were able to deflect them. And then they waited for the barbarians to charge forward, which they did. And once the barbarians charged forward, the Romans released their pila, which is their throwing spears or javelins, and they were able to nullify the front of the barbarian line. And then it was just pretty much a slaughter from then on. The Romans advanced forward, and when they advanced forward, the barbarians were unable to fight them off. And they actually got stuck between the Roman army and their own baggage train, and they were slaughtered. The Romans were merciless at this point. They killed the men, the women and children that were at the baggage train, and even the pulling animals, the animals that were pulling the baggage, or they're pulling the wagons. And Boudica later, she died, I think of poisoning at a later time. But this pretty much ended the British autonomy for the next 300 years or so. Oh man, they are falling. Yeah, so as you can see, I used pretty much all the rabble that I had in my inventory. It's pretty much just a bunch of Vikings, random knights, some gladiators, even some pirates in there. Yeah. But I think it looks good for kind of just making random barbarian armies, because they weren't uniformed. So these guys can really be used as Celts, Brits, Saxons, Gauls, whatever you want, really. And they'll still look great. But the Romans, they have to be in uniform. There I have a gladiator back here. I just put him there because he looks like he's in Roman uniform. Suetonius, he's actually a Greek hoplite, but he looks different, and he looks just like one of the Roman tribunes, so I used him. you go. All right, and that's it for the Battle of Watling Street. It was a clear defeat for Boudica and her soldiers, or her confederate of barbarians, and it was a very easy victory for the Romans um, under Suetonius, and I think they were outnumbered like 100 to 1 or something. It was a ridiculous battle, and that's why they didn't really make any high budget movies out of it, because it was such a blunder on the Boudica's part. It was just a mad rush against a wall of Romans that were well trained. And that's it for now. I'll start arranging the troops for more battles in the future. I really am glad to get back into Playmobil. I really appreciate you for watching. If you guys, or if anyone is watching, please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.